Hello, today I would like to introduce you to the software called Sleep Master, which is designed to study sleep disordered breathing. It was created specifically to work with the home sleep apnea testing device Snorlex. When opening the software, the start page greets the user. The name and serial number of the connected device are indicated at the top left of the page. Under the name, you will find information about the battery charge level, the free space on the memory card, and the total memory space. On the right side of the page, you will find a list of recently opened exams. The examination process begins with preparing the device for recording. To do this, you need to click the Set Patient or Edit button, which opens the corresponding window. After entering all the necessary information, the device is configured for a certain patient and their card is saved in the database. Then the device T is handed over to the patient for night monitoring. After the end of the night monitoring, the device is reconnected to the computer to transfer data to its memory and make subsequent analysis. On the same page, in the center of the screen, there is a table with recorded exams that are stored on the memory card of the selected device. The table indicates the patient's name, the date of exam creation, and its type. The type of examinations remains unknown until the data is saved from the memory card to the database. To do this, you should click the Analysis button. The data is automatically analyzed, and various episodes are highlighted on the traces, breathing disorders, desaturations, as well as significant changes in heart rate. Sleep and wake stages are also determined. Let's take a closer look at this page. The upper part of the window displays trends, including polysomnography episodes, apnea, hypopnea, oxygen desaturation, snore, episodes of bradycardia and tachycardia, as well as autonomic arousals. Below, there are trends in respiratory rate, blood oxygen saturation level, SpO2, pulse rate, perfusion index, and body position. A conditional hypnogram is also created, which shows the sleep and wake states based on actigraphy data. The list of trends can be edited in the Settings window. Here you can hide or show certain trends. Slightly above, the apnea, hypopnea, and desaturation indices are displayed. The color of the apnea-hypopnea index changes depending on the values and can be green, yellow, or red, indicating normal, moderate, or severe apnea, respectively. Then the basic information about the examination is displayed, the patient's name, date, and duration. You can select the time format, astronomical, the current date and time, or relative time, the report of which begins from the beginning of the examination recording. Below the trends, you will find the window with various traces. By default, it displays the following traces: respiratory flow, respiratory effort, SpO2 level, pulse rate, snore, and photoplethysmogram. However, you can customize the content of this window in the settings located above the traces. For respiratory polygraphy exams without effort parameters, the traces of thorax and abdominal efforts are not shown. To navigate along the traces, you can use the mouse wheel or the cursor control keys on the keyboard, which have arrows on them. Above the traces, you will find buttons for quick navigation and changing the hypnogram. These buttons allow you to select an epoch, such as sleep or wake. These changes are immediately reflected in the hypnogram in the Trends window and on the traces themselves. Additionally, you can configure the sweep and set the number of epochs that will be visible on the screen. You can use the two buttons with the image of a light bulb to mark the areas on the traces that are under the respiratory polygraphy analysis. To the right side of the window, there is a table with the respiratory polygraphy analysis. This table groups the parameters of the exam and their values. You can customize this table by hiding or showing the necessary parameters. After the automatic analysis is complete, the found episodes will appear on the trends of the PSG episodes and on the traces at the bottom of the screen. The corresponding values will also be updated in the table of examination parameters. You can customize the list of automatic analysis tools in the toolbar at the top of the window. By default, when you open the exam, all tools are launched: artifact search, determination of sleep and wake stages based on actigraphy data, oxygen desaturation detection, breathing rate calculation, cardiac event detection, determination of snoring episodes, respiratory event detection, arousals detection. To navigate through the exam results, simply click on the trend window with your left mouse button. For instance, we can see that at 1:15 an episode of apnea occurred and we can click on that. The current time we are in the exam is displayed at the bottom of the trends in the left corner. If necessary, the doctor can delete the detected episodes by right-clicking on them and selecting the Delete Set option from the menu. Any action in the software can be cancelled if needed. For this, we have an Undo button on the toolbar. When we cancel the action, the apnea episode appears again on the traces. The cancelled action can also be returned using the neighboring Redo button. The apnea episode will disappear again. In addition to deleting, we can change the duration of the episode by dragging it either by the left or right edge. We can also change the episode type to any suggested type in the list displayed or by right-clicking. For example, we can change obstructive apnea to hypopnea. If you need to add a new episode, you can do this by selecting an area on the trace with the mouse. A menu with possible episode types will be displayed, and by selecting one of them, it will appear in the selected area. The same functionality is available for the SpO2 trace. We can change the desaturation episode on the artifact, delete the desaturation episode, or add a new one. All these actions can also be cancelled using the buttons on the toolbar or using the Ctrl plus Z key combination. You can select any part of the traces as an artifact or print it. To do this, click on the Edit Traces button, select the desired part, and then right-click. Choose the required action from the context menu. After completing the examination, you can generate a report either from the toolbar or from the menu by selecting Report, Templates. By default, 2 report templates are available. A short one for screening and a full one for respiratory polygraphy with effort parameters, each in black and white or color. The report is fully editable. You can delete or change information, add phrases from the glossary, which is displayed on the left side of the window, send the final version of the protocol to print using the corresponding button on the toolbar, or open the preview window before printing. And now, our acquaintance with the SleepMaster software has come to an end. This software is convenient and easy to use for physicians who conduct examinations using the home sleep apnea testing device Snorlex. The Snorlex device is also attractive to patients due to its mobility and compactness. This allows patients to obtain records at home independently in a comfortable environment.